Oh, gamers, it is finally time. It is finally time. The 7.6 version update just dropped in FEH about 6 minutes ago. I'm uploading and editing 2 other videos right now. There's a lot of FEH content tonight after what has felt like a severe drought in the last 2 weeks. But man, whoo, there's a Nagi refine that I'm really excited about. I know Brunia is like a big free-to-play option for a lot of people, so they're probably jazzed about that. Tanya is also there for stuff. We're going to start by looking at Rudolph here, who is our seasonal refine. And he's got Thorn Lance that has an effect refine as follows. Accelerates special trigger. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, or unit's attack is greater than foe's attack, inflicts attack defense -6 on foe during combat. Foe cannot make a follow-up attack and reduces damage from attacks, excluding AoEs, by percentage equal to unit's attack minus foe's attack during combat times 2. Max of 40%. That is interesting. Okay. Our effect: if foe initiates combat or foe's HP is greater than equal to 75% at the start of combat, inflicts attack defense -5 on foe during combat, inflicts attack -X on foe, and then grants attack plus X to unit during combat where X equals 50% of the highest total bonuses among unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit, and restores 7 HP to unit after combat. So we have a little bit of self-heal. Okay, a little bit of heal. We are debuffing, we are buffing, based on highest total bonuses among unit and allies within drive distance. And then we also are debuffing if unit's attack is greater than foe's attack, or if unit's HP is over 25%. Foe can't make follow-up attacks. There's a lot of good things here. If you are a Rudolph holder, okay, or if you have a plus attack one like me, hell yeah. You're in luck. He is older. He's a bit older, a little bit older. There's a lot of good armor options though, so I don't know if he's necessarily worth the resources to kind of build up. But let's take a look at other options here and see what we got popping off. We'll start with Tanya, whose new bow I have already learned. Thankfully, I did have enough SP for that. We have more than enough. Classic. Vile Drake Bow. Effective against flyers. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, grants Omni buff of 4. During combat, deals damage equal to 10% of unit's speed. So some flat damage. We love that. And calculates damage using the lower of foe's defense or res. So we get adaptive damage too. That's actually really good. For a 3-star, that's really good. Effect refine. At start of combat, if foe's HP is greater than or equal to 75% or penalty is active on foe, grants Omni buff of 4 to unit, inflicts Omni debuff of X on foe during combat, where X equals current penalty on each of foe's stats during combat, calculates each independently. Wow, that's actually really good. That's actually really solid. If you do not have a Tanya built and you need like a decent bow option that's like readily available, I almost might recommend Tanya. Like, you're getting flat damage, you're getting buffs, and you're debuffing like pretty heavily. Obviously, you're gonna have to give her a skill that debuffs. I don't think she comes with anything out the box for that. But I mean, surely there is something you can find, right? And it doesn't even have to be her. Technically, you can just have somebody else on your team that inflicts a penalty on the foe. That's wild. Her refine's actually really solid. I'm surprised. We do have another bow. This one is now, I think, a 4-star special, right? But, you know, a 5-star, as it will. So Guardian's Bow, we have Slaying, great. Accelerates, effective against flyers. If unit initiates combat or if unit speed is greater than or equal to foe speed -7 at start of combat, inflicts Omni debuff, or sorry, not Omni, attack speed defense -5 on foe, and reduces damage from foe's first attack by 30% during combat. Okay. Okay. Now, granted, she comes out the box with Life and Death 4. So if you're intending to get some damage reduction where she actually hangs around for a minute, you may not want to run LD4. That seems counterintuitive. I mean, 21 defense, I guess, is fine. I think mine's only +1, right? Yeah, okay. So, yikes. Effector Find at start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, grants attack, speed, defense, res +40 unit. Deals damage equal to 10% of unit speed. Some more flat damage. Nice. Including when dealing damage with an AoE special, basically. Neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit, and neutralizes foes' bonuses to speed defense. Okay. Alright. So, maybe a slightly more premium refine, being a 5-star. But I mean, availability, honestly, if I had to take one over the other, I'd probably go Tanya. Because, like, again, the native kit on Green with the damage reduction is fine, but, like, that defense is not high. It's not high. I guess maybe, you know, if you took this off, then we'd be looking at 26, 24, right? Yeah, 26, 24. So there's that, but then your speed is also like, you know, 37, which, right? So you're gonna have to have a heavily invested Green. This is more of a premium refine for a unit that has had a lot of investment in it. It's not as pick up and go like, say, Tanya's might be. Let's check out Brunia. Himmelweither, I think is I think that's natively how you say that. Grants res +3. Start of combat. If penalty is active on unit, unit's HP is less than or equal to 99%. I'm sensing Bernadetta plays here. Or foe's HP is greater than or equal to 75%. Grants attack speed, defense, res +4 unit, and neutralizes unit penalties during combat. Kind of cool. Okay. We don't really need to define what a penalty is, I don't think. It's a visible debuff. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack speed, defense, res +4 to unit, and inflicts attack res -X on foe during combat, where X equals 10 minus foe's max special cooldown count value times 2, minimum of 2. Okay. If foe does not have a special, penalty is 2. If unit is within 3 spaces of a support partner, unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack during combat. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't love refines that utilize support partners. Mainly because I don't think about them like ever. But it is a relatively easy way. Obviously, you have to have a more tailored team, right? So you kind of have to have a dedicated Brunia pairing for her to really work this. But you know, I mean, that's not that crazy, right? Pretty good for a Grail unit. That's takeable for sure. For sure. The widely available options so far are kind of killing it, which which is making me nervous because all we have left now is Nagi, and this is the one I've been waiting years for. Okay, I mean, you can see my Nagi's pretty, like, we got some investment here. All right, there's some stuff on I've given Nagi some skills. Okay, she's got some stuff in there in that kit, including Arcane Grima. Ooh. So, like, my copium thought before we look at this is that I was hoping they kept pushing her refined debut back because Scowl. I thought maybe they would somehow bake in Scowl to her weapon, but we all know that that's probably not what's going to happen, right? All right, so we have Slaying, which is great. It's effective against dragons, sure. Grants weapon triangle advantage against colorless foes, and inflicts triangle disadvantage on colorless foes during combat. Reduces damage from AoE specials by 80%. Wow. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, inflicts attack res -5 on foe during combat, and when unit deals damage to foe during combat, restores 7 HP to unit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love this so far. And then we have adapt damage, which obviously we're probably hitting for res anyway, but I guess that's good to know. Oh my god. Okay. I don't think I see anything Scowl related, but that's okay. If foe initiates combat or if foe's HP is greater than 75% at the start of combat, inflicts attack res -5 on foe and neutralizes units penalties on to defense res during combat. Okay. And also, if units res is greater than foe's res, reduces damage from foe's attacks during combat and from AoE specials by percentage equal to the difference between res times 4, max of 20. So a difference in stat points of 10. That, I mean, there's a lot of damage reduction happening. There's a lot of, I mean, obviously, like, this is what I've been going for, right? I've been stacking damage reduction and yada yada, right? You know what? I love it no matter what. I love it no matter what. I don't care. Was I hoping it would go bigger? Yeah. Did they really just pile on to damage reduction to make her like this immovable tank? Also, yes, and I love that. If I am able to get her a Scowl skill in the future, I will definitely try to do that. In fact, I may have actually given it to rearmed Robin Grima, and then foddered that off to my fallen Rhea, whomst got things. So really, I don't need another Rhea. I just need another rearmed Grima, who will be showing up on a future revival banner, which is great. So I think we're gonna get Nagi a Scowl skill, I think is what I think. And yes, if you're wondering, I did in fact go out of my way to get an extra Rhea, okay? But I didn't just fodder her to herself. I foddered her to a Grima so that I could fodder off Grimas and not feel guilty about killing a bunch of Rheas in the future. Yes, I do think that methodically. I am a little bit brain broken, and I don't care what you have to say about it. Overall, I think this Nagi Refine is great. Do I think it's the best of the bunch? Yes, I do, because this is what I've been waiting for a very long time. But no, honestly, the free to play the free to play options here, pretty decent. Tanya and Brunia got really good refines. Overall, the batch is pretty decent in general. But the more free to play friendly hits are pretty good. Honestly, pretty good. I'm in love. I love this. I'm so happy. I got more stuff to do. Let me know what you guys think about the refines, comments, all the good things. Share with me, and I will see you in the next one.